That sounds like a
Speaking for myself.
No, it wasn't like that when I wrote the thing. It was Peter and Mary Jane visiting out.
It's not, you know, what this has been turned into, I think, in the public debate is, and I don't know if someone actually said this or not, but the debate has been that, well, Marvel says married characters don't work. And that's not the case at all. Yeah. It's this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a laugh of agreement.
Yeah. Oh, that's an editor who edited the married people. Way to go. No bias there, Mr. Tie the Knot.
He's gonna stone you.
Yeah. Bring it on, Salicrup.
Well, let's get away from this part for a second and just talk about how, I guess, how you guys go about putting this together now that you are going 3 times
Excellently.
a month. Excellently. I mean, how does the workflow go? It's right now you guys are in the middle of your summit where you're talking about the upcoming stories and whatnot. No?
Well, we're actually, technically we're starting the summit tomorrow.
Oh, okay, tomorrow.
Oh, this is like the kickoff.
If you want to start it right now and talk about the upcoming story.
Well, what are we doing with Gwen? I guess.
Calm down, it's Gwen from the Zombieverse. It's gonna be really cool.
I can't wait to see some more zombified covers. Out of Marvel moments.
No, but see, since it's Zombie Gwen, when we do the alternate, she'll be normal Gwen.
Ooh.
We'll do that.
Salicrup would never do that idea. I did.
Hey, just,
what happened
just so
was,
you guys know, when Joe asked me if I participated in this, I said, are you going to bring Gwen Stacy back? He said no. I said, okay.
Well, actually, we all showed up at the first summit, and the first Spidey summit, and Joe's like, okay, just putting it out on the table. What about Gwen? You can bring back Gwen. If you want, you can bring back Gwen. And everyone in the room, editor, you know, CB, everybody, every single writer, everyone was like, no. You know? So you're looking at all the guys that kept.
So that ain't happening. We just wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, how,
I feel better.
We have to give you something.
There you go.
back, it was last December '06. We all met in a room for a couple days, and you know, they gave us the bare bones of where the books would be when we got them, and we hashed out, I guess, 4 or 5 through lines that would take you through about a year and a half worth of story. You know, originally we were supposed to start over the summer, so we would have been in month 6 by now, and all this controversy would be behind us. But for one reason or another, the book was delayed for a few months. And
Secret.
I think it's pretty obvious why it was delayed. That's not a secret. Don't you watch your videos?
Rarely.
So we hashed out a bunch of stories, and then these guys have all been sent to the 4 corners of California, except for Dan, to write their various chapters of the books. And they come in, we make sure the facts match up, we do whatever tweaks we have to do, we work it all out pretty publicly to get together.
Oh, there's long email chains. There's a virtual spreadsheet in Google Space. There's
Twice a month conference
calls on the phone.
So we're anytime anybody has some kind of an idea, it gets run through by everybody, so that we make sure that, you know, if everybody says, yeah, that's a great idea, then we're going to think, yeah, maybe that's going to work out. And every once in a while somebody will say, whoa, if you do that, it's going to screw up this, this, and this. So
It works kind of like a TV writing style.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that sort of has, you know, structured it where we all know where the stories are going, and as far as the specific ways we get there, we're really overloading the internet, which is a problem because now the internet's broken in half, and we don't know how to communicate with each other anymore. You're doing a good job. Thank you.
yeah, no, absolutely.
Well, you guys make it easy. For you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
As compared to like a monthly, is this like stress-free for you guys to try to get out, or is it like not as hard as you thought it might be?
It would have been so much easier to do like Amazing Spider-Man and then like 2 satellite books.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're doing here is so much more work. It's so much harder than doing that. We're reading everybody's scripts, everybody's plots, everybody commenting on all this stuff. It really is this hive mind. It's
yeah, but the idea is it's a tighter story.
But the good news about that is that we all get ideas from everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I've got stuff that worked out great in my scripts because everybody else on the team said, what about this and what about this and maybe you should do this. And hopefully I've contributed a couple things to everybody else's. So you've got the amount of ideas and the potential for more cool stuff, I think, goes up exponentially by having this framework.
Did Zeb Wells ever show up anywhere? Interesting enough, I've never seen him and Steve Wacker in a room.
Oh.
Interesting. Think about it though, Zeb Wells, Webb, Zells, Webb.
He calls himself that when you call him that. He does say that.
And you guys have seen his YouTube videos, right?
What? That's how Zeb got his start. He made videos based on Marvel characters.
He's walking around as Thor.
Have you guys not seen that stuff? No, go
So
on YouTube.
that's how you get
Go on
that
YouTube and put in Zeb Wells. It's
Yeah.
great.
You put on a funny costume?
Oh, it's hilarious.
We have videos on the web.
Yeah, I
He's doing
have
funny
ridiculous
costumes.
videos of being ridiculous costumes.
I'm wearing a funny costume.
You're hired.
Well, you're halfway there.
All right, it is time for the first section of our show, which we like to call the stack. All right, first issue we are going to talk about today is Hulk #1 by Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness. What do you guys think about this issue?
Well, I think we've all been looking forward to a Red Hulk. Finally, new color.
That sounds sarcastic.
Do you understand us? Okay. I don't know, it's not a bad read, gee, we don't know what's happening yet. The twist at the end, should I tell you?
Yeah.
Is that they're like, well, Hulk has killed the Abomination, we need to get him. And like, the one man that can help us is Bruce Banner. He's not the Hulk, he's in a cell. And you're like, oh man, what? So the Hulk is like shooting around the world as red and angry, and he's not Bruce Banner. What's the deal?
Who could he be?
Yeah. But I thought it was reading it and then seeing the Hulk shoot him was just kind of.
The Hulk has a gun?
Yeah, it was like, not only is it a huge gun made of gold, but like
That looks like a 6-shooter.
To me, nothing says a Jeff Loeb comic more than the Hulk with a gun. What's the next thing you need? He needs a fucking guitar?
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. The Hulk with a gun. That's awesome.
yeah, that was crazy. That was
You know-
I was like, what is going on?
You say that like with all sarcasm, but when Peter David did it like 10 years ago, it's the coolest thing. He's got a gun. You know, come on,
Yeah, but he had those clothes.
yeah. But
He has
this,
the clothes.
this is great. It's like reading like a WWF comic. It's like the thing that to me that sums up this comic is She-Hulk punches a bear. That's right. Yeah, She-Hulk punches a bear. I would buy any comic.
She-Hulk punches. What? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It was
She-Hulk
asking for it.
26? Yeah, 26, She-Hulk versus a bear. I swear to God.
The rematch.
It's a tie-in. God damn it, bears.
Yeah, expand the moment.
Did you
should
wear the
start
St. Louis
doing
Cardinals
bear
hat?
covers for once.
Look at that, She-Hulk versus a bear.
She-Hulk punches a bear. Beat that with a stick.
There's only one thing you say when you're punching a bear. What is it? Can you guess it? Anybody can guess? What do you say when you're punching a bear?
Fuck you, bear.
This
Jim,
is,
what do you say when you're punching a bear?
I had Nancy Drew punch a bear in her graphic novel.
Wow.
You're gonna make somebody a great rug.
Was it
Nice. Zinger.
so I guess pick up this issue.
Hopefully they'll follow that storyline.
Talk